All right, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Black Bullion Show. This episode is all about race and stacking. Um, I'm gonna make this one really quick. As you guys know, I mentioned this in one of the prior episodes. Um, Even though my channel is called Black Bullion, I'm actually not that big into race. I mainly called it Black Bullion just to kind of differentiate myself from other stackers, and this is probably one of the easiest ways to differentiate. Um, I could have easily just called myself a millennial stacker. I'm sure that would have also been a cool niche as well. But I thought that there are some characteristics of um, you know being black that I think is pretty interesting when it comes to stacking. And one of the things that if you happen to be a minority or what have you, I think it's one thing to take advantage of is that people are likely not going to look at you as the kind of person who is uh, doing this, who is stacking. Even people who are younger, this is also for the millennials as well. People aren't going to look at you as a person who does this. So, take advantage of that. Take advantage of the fact that people, you have some safety in that. A lot of people kind of worry about, who you can tell, or, um, people worry about theft and, what have you. If you're a younger person or if you're, of a certain minority where people kind of maybe look down on or don't think would be the kind of person to stack, definitely take advantage of that and, kind of use it against people and, maybe potential thieves who would not look at you as a target, you know. I'm all about safety and, protecting yourself. And, it's a fact of life. I don't like, for example, I don't like, the fact that, you know, uh, women are targeted for, more so than men for, rape, for example, right? Um, but in the same instance, we need to make sure, in the long term that, men are learning not to do that. But in the short term, it's like, hey, if I'm a woman and I'm walking down the street, I'm making sure I'm doing whatever I can, to protect myself. And I know that, the options are limited. Um, but if I'm walking around at nighttime at like 1 a.m. or something like that, I'm going to be pretty on guard, or I'm going to avoid that kind of activity altogether. If I'm you know a wealthy white man who's living in a pretty affluent area, I'm also going to be pretty on edge about what I have in my home, because I'll probably be an easy target for a criminal who was probably scouting out large mansions to rob. So you know, I don't think that's political or anything at all. I think that's just common sense. So I think one of the cool things about naturally stacking and being black is that people aren't going to look at you as a target for theft. They're just going to say like, nah, you don't got no money. So take advantage of that. Even being a millennial, I mean, I have a little bit of student debt. I'm almost paid it off. I've almost paid it off. You know, knock on wood. um, but one of the things that people tend to look at millennials for is that we have high student debt. So again, they may look at you as being like, oh man, this guy has no money. Let's not try to go after him. So um, you know, take advantage of things that some people may deem as being a disadvantage. Um, that's just it's a quick little thought. Um, and let me know what you think in the comments section. I don't want to get political. I don't want to get anything like that. I just want to say let's you know take advantage of the unfortunate double standards that are out there. Like, hey, if this is a double standard, walking around being black and having people think that I don't have any money or whatever, let them think that. You know, I'll say peace and keep on my way. All right, this is Black Bullion. I hope you enjoyed this. Like and subscribe. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Please don't look at this as financial advice. Seek a tax expert and a financial planner for your secured financial future. All right. Thank you. Have a good one.